Hello my friends, William Poloniak here again from Whole Health Foundation. Today I'm making another juice with my garden harvest of sweet peppers, one bell pepper, a number of other ingredients. Let's take a look at those other ingredients. As you can see, in addition to my bell pepper and my sweet peppers, I have 100 grams of ginger, 4 avocado pits, and I'll bet you didn't know there was nutrition in avocado pits, 100 grams of turmeric, 1 whole head of garlic, 1 beet with the tops, about 10 collard leaves, French sorrel, and of course carrots. So let's make some juice. Now the first thing I'd like to point out is I'm using the Whole Health Foundation Premium Model 800 juicer, which is ideal for commercial business because it has a solid bottom plate which has a lifetime warranty. It will never break. It has a commercial grade return spring, and it has a commercial grade pulley and drive belt. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the near zero blowback cutter, which has over 80 teeth cut into the cutter, and you'll notice I'm using a front loading feed tube. So let's first put on the cutter, and let me describe the front loading feed tube to you. This eliminates 100% of any blowback. It'll never go up to your ceiling. What happens if you do get a blowback is it hits this angle, bounces back and forth, and that eliminates the kinetic energy that would spit out any produce. Now the first thing I'm going to do is feed in some ice cubes to cool down the feed tube and the cutter, and keep my eye on the thermometer. All Whole Health Foundation model juicers come with a thermometer. So I'll put in 3 or 4 ice cubes, and very slowly push the ice cubes through because you want the cold to transfer to the feed tube and the cutter and not shoot through. The first thing I'm going to do is start with French sorrel. This is my favorite vegetable because it sweetens up any juice. A little more French sorrel. In next, and then the beet, a little bit of turmeric, more turmeric. Next I'm going to put in my sweet peppers, more sweet peppers. Next, I'm going to clean the grid again. Reassemble and we'll continue. And this time I'm going to put in some dandelion greens. Of my greens. It's a good idea to check your wing nuts every so often. I'm finished with my greens, so I'm going to start with my carrots. And when you have small carrots like this, you can put big end to small end, get more than 1 carrot in. thing that I always do when I switch to carrots is I also switch from the larger greens grid to 1/8 inch holes instead of 3/16 inch. This is a little too large, and the carrots, I'll show that to the camera too. So I'm going to use this one for carrots. It does a better job. So we'll continue with carrots. Show you a little tip. Okay, put a couple more in and then let me take it to the finish line. Like we have enough carrots in there. Maybe we'll put a few more through. Okay, so my next step is to mix the carrot juice with the green pulp. And what I do is I rotate my bowl in both directions because you get a better mix that way. Now the French sorrel in here is going to sweeten the juice up. The dandelions are going to make it very, very bitter. The reason dandelion is bitter is dandelion has a lot of minerals, and any produce with minerals in it will taste bitter. But French sorrel, which incidentally cleanses every gland in your body, will sweeten up your juice. I'm going to demonstrate my 6-cloth less work method now, putting 3 scoops into each cloth. That's approximately a cup or a cup and a half of pulp. You fold that over, flatten it. Make a tight package. I'm going to put both of these in the tray. Now this is very, very important. Centered left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, and you back it off a little bit because you do not want this to go up too fast. There's always a risk that your cloths will slip apart because it's very, very slippery. So next, let's do more cloths full of pulp. 3 scoops. Now I'm going to do this very slowly so you can see my method. You pull this across, flatten it, pull this across for a tight package, a little fold here, and pull it under like so. Alright, I'm going to continue with a new set of 6 cloths because that last set of 6 started squirting juice at me and that was very, very inconvenient. So let's start again with, well, let's first of all mix this up a little better. We'll start with 3 scoops, approximately a cup and a half. You can eyeball it. Flatten that, pull it into as tight a package as you can get. The tighter the better. Set that aside. 3 more scoops. Now what I'm going to do with my spent cloths is I'm going to form this into a very, very tight package. And then I'm going to press it again to show you how I can get 10% more pulp, more juice out of the spent pulp. Now as you can see here, I have 3 double packets of repackaged pulp. Now this pulp most people would have thrown away. Because of this solid bottom plate, you can leave the press up indefinitely, and I'm going to show you how much more juice we can get. And I'm going to use a measuring beaker to measure how much more juice we get. So let's put 2 clods into press. Okay, let's put in 2 more clods. We'll put in 2 more clods of repackaged pulp. Make sure that tray's on the press centered. You can just reach under with your fingers to make sure that's there. You don't want to damage your tray. So all the way back it off a little bit. Now once you have steady juice flow, you can leave it up. Once it turns to droplets, it's time to put in another packet. And as I said, the Whole Health Foundation model with this solid bottom plate, you can leave the press up indefinitely. Now, I'll bet I can get more juice out of this pulp, so I'm going to repackage it again. I'm going to repackage the second time to see if we're going to get any more juice out of this. So far we got 10 ounces. Oh my goodness, look at that. 12 ounces. That's another full bottle. Well, there's 16 ounces and it's still flowing strong. There we go, droplets. Let's put in our last 2 packets. See if we can get another ounce or 2 out of there. Looks like another 18 ounces of... Now for long juice shelf life, you notice how I'm filling it so it's overflowing?
Yes.
And remember, at least one of these bottles was from pressing the already spent pulp, so most people would have thrown this away. And in this small batch, we got 1 extra bottle of juice. A little more than 10% more juice using the Whole Health Foundation premium model juicer. Well, my friends, as you can see, I have 10 bottles of juice plus enough for 2 taste tests. And one of these bottles, more than one of these bottles, about 1 1/3 of these bottles came from repackaging the pulp and pressing it again. And your best nutrients come from that last 10% of your press. So now let's do a taste test. All right, my friends, I'm here with Ahmad, my new friend from San Marcos.
Yes.
Let's give it a taste. Now give me your honest opinion, okay? Let me know what you think of it. For me, it's a little on the bitter side. Boy, it's got a bite. Is that the garlic?
Yes.
You know what I think it is? That one red pepper in there I thought was a sweet pepper. I think that strong bite comes from the pepper.
But I personally wouldn't mind drinking a bottle of it. Like,
oh yeah, some people like a lot of
I personally like
taste.
that bitter taste.
I can taste the bitterness from the dandelion,
Reminds
but
me
that
of it has ginger, right?
Ginger, and it had that one long red pepper, which I think was a different variety pepper. Well, my friends, I hope you like what you've seen, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. See you in the next video.